Just remember the era, the smaller the phone, the more expensive it will be. Things has changed when smartphones were introduced. The smartphone has gotten bigger and bigger until it reached to a point where phablets were introduced. Here comes the things. The smartphone had gotten too big until it's not that comfortable to hold anymore, not to mention it's no longer pocket friendly. At the same time, you have to operate the smartphone with two hands. Hi, my name is Joshua Wong, welcome to Fastway episode 12. Today I'll be checking out a compact flagship smartphone from ASUS, the ASUS Zenfone 8. Let's begin with the unboxing. There's a huge number 8 logo on the box, and ASUS uses more sustainable box type of material. First, the box leaf is another box that holds a SIM injector pin, some documents, and a hardcover case. Next is the ASUS Zenfone 8. Dig further is the USB-C to C cables and a 30-watt fast charger. Let's talk more about the design. It looks so tiny on my hand, but it does feel pretty solid and robust. The ASUS Zenfone 8 uses glass sandwich design where the rail is matte finish Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on the front. On the right side is the volume rocker with a Div 2D bright cyan power buttons, while at the bottom you will find a dual SIM tray, a microphone, and a LED notifications that hardly found on any smartphone nowadays, a USB-C port, and a down-firing speakers. There's a 3.5mm audio port on the top. Yep, the port that every phone manufacturer said no space for it, but ASUS managed to squeeze one in this compact smartphone. The ASUS Zenfone 8 is also rated with IP68 dust and water resistant. Being compact means you have to live with a small display. The ASUS Zenfone 8 sports a 5.9-inch AMOLED display custom made by Samsung. The panel features Delta E less than 1, HDR10 and HDR10 Plus certified, 112% DCI-P3, 107% NTSC, 152% sRGB color gamut, and 120Hz fast refresh rate. It even has a max peak brightness at 1100 nits. The Zenfone 8 also has an in-display optical fingerprint scanner, but I did find it a little slow compared to other optical in-display scanner. Hope software could iron the issue. The great display is also paired with solid yet loud dual stereo speakers tuned by direct sound. You must be thinking, at this size of phone, it might be only featuring a mid-range SoC. Actually, it has a full-fledged flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor paired with up to 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 256GB ultra-fast UFS 3.1 storage. The performance is impressively fast, and even after the base model ASUS ROG Phone 5 with over 815,000 points on AnTuTu with the first run. It runs buttery smooth at everything that I throw at it, even the maximum possible game settings. The ASUS Zenfone 8 does feel warm, but it didn't affect the phone performance at all. Coming to battery life, it sports a power-efficient E4 AMOLED display panels and Full HD Plus resolution, so it doesn't require a large battery. The less than 9mm thickness is packed with 4000mAh battery, and it supports 30W fast charging. The Zenfone 8 battery can be topped up from 0 to 70% in just 30 minutes. I can get around 5 hours of screen on times on dynamic mode that switch the refresh rate between 60, 90s and 120Hz. It has all the latest connectivity such as Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, dual 5G networks, GPS, and a 32-bit high-res audio DAC. The Zenfone 8 runs Zen UI 8 based on the latest Android 11 with very close to stock Android and has a lot of customization. It also included the stripped down, exclusive only ASUS ROG AMOLED crate. You must be thinking, how can it be called a flagship smartphone with just 2 cameras on the back? These 2 lenses does more than what a quad camera smartphone can do. There's a 64MP Sony IMX686 main cameras and a 12MP Sony IMX363 ultra-wide. What makes these 2 lenses so special is the 64MP able to do lossless 2x zoom with the quad Bayer technology, where it zooms and crops the 64MP image. As for the ultra-wide, it has an autofocus camera that does macro with high 12MP resolutions and as close as 4 cm. There aren't many smartphones that do autofocus on the ultra-wide, including the flagship smartphone from Samsung. Here are some photo samples taken with the ASUS Zenfone 8. What do you think about the photos? Do leave your comment in the comment box below. The photos are pretty sharp and detailed with natural color profile. The main camera even has an optical image stabilization, and I kid you not, it's a steady stabilization. It's capable to shoot up to 8K at 30 FPS and 4K at 60 FPS on the ultra-wide. The autofocus is a little bit slow when it comes to video recordings. Here's my thought about the ASUS Zenfone 8. It's the best compact Android smartphone that I ever come across. It's so small and light, sometimes I can't even tell that I place it in my pockets. It has great display, flagship chipset, solid yet loud stereo speaker, good cameras, good battery life, all packed into these tiny form factors. The ASUS Zenfone 8 is for someone who are looking for a compact smartphone with all the bells and whistles. It's hard not to recommend as there isn't many competitions in this category. If you like this sort of short tech reviews, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to YouTube channels and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload new videos. That being said, I hope to see you guys at the next one.